Hello, sixth graders. This is the assessment on plate tectonics. Please put your answers into the Centios as we go through them. So here we go. Number one, according to Wagner's hypothesis of continental drift, A, Earth's surface is made up of 7 major land masses. Is it B, the continents do not move? C, Earth is slowly cooling and shrinking? Or D, the continents were once joined together in a single landmass? According to Wagner's hypothesis on continental drift, which of those is correct? All right, here comes number two. What is Pangea? What is Pangea is the question. Is it the name of a German scientist? B, the name of a supercontinent that existed millions of years ago? The name for continental drift? Or the name of an ancient fossil? What is Pangea? Number three. Any trace of an ancient organism that has been preserved in rock is called a what? Any trace of an ancient organism that's been preserved in a rock is called a what? Is it A, a landform, B, a continent, C, a fossil, or D, a landmass? Any trace of an ancient organism that has been preserved in rock is called a what? Onward we go to number four. What technology did scientists use in the mid-1900s to map the mid-ocean ridge? Was it A, satellites, B, deep sea diving, C, submarines, or D, sonar? Onward we go to number five. In seafloor spreading, molten magma or molten material rises from the mantle and erupts at A, along the edges of all the continents, B, along mid-ocean ridges, C, in deep ocean trenches, or D, in the north and south poles. In seafloor spreading, molten material rises from the mantle and erupts at which of those spots? Number six. Old oceanic crust is more dense than new oceanic crust because it is, which of the following? Old oceanic crust is more dense than new oceanic crust because it is it A, hot and moving towards the mid-oceanic ridge, B, hot and moving away from the mid-oceanic ridge, C, cool and moving towards a mid-oceanic ridge, or D, cool and moving away from a mid-oceanic ridge. Old oceanic crust is more dense than new oceanic crust because it is what? All right, number seven. Most geologists think that the movement of Earth's plates is caused by what? Most geologists think that the movement of Earth's plates is caused by what? Is it A, conduction, B, earthquakes, C, convection currents in the mantle, or D, Earth's magnetic field? All right. We are to number 8 now. The geological theory that states that pieces of Earth's lithosphere are in constant slow motion is the theory of what? A, subduction, B, plate tectonics, C, deep ocean trenches, or D, Sea floor spreading. The geological theory that states that pieces of Earth's lithosphere are in constant slow motion is the theory of what? All right, number 9. A place where two plates slip past each other, moving in opposite directions, is known as a what? Is that a transform boundary, a divergent boundary, a convergent boundary, or a rift valley? A place where two plates slide past each other, moving in opposite directions, is known as a what? All right, here we go. Number 10. Collision between two pieces of continental crust at a convergent boundary produces a what? A collision between two pieces of continental crust at a convergent boundary produces what? Is it A, a mid-ocean ridge, B, a deep ocean trench, C, a rift valley, or D, mountain range? All right, we are on to the completion section. Here are your choices. A, seafloor spreading. B, fossil. C, plates. D, transform boundary. E, continental drift. F, mid-ocean ridge. G, deep ocean trench. H, a fault. And I is a rift valley. All right, here we go. Number 11. The hypothesis of blank was when all the continents were joined together as a single supercontinent and have since drifted apart. The hypothesis of blank was that all the continents were once joined as a single supercontinent and have since drifted apart. What do we call that? Number 12. 12. The process of blank continually adds new crust to the ocean floor along both sides of the mid-ocean ridge. The process of blank continually adds new crust to the ocean floor along both sides of a mid-ocean ridge. What do we call that? Number 13. Subduction occurs where the oceanic crust bends downward towards the mantle at a what? Subduction occurs where the ocean crust bends downward toward the mantle at a what? Number 14. The lithosphere is broken into sections called blank, which float on top of the asthenosphere. The lithosphere is broken into sections called blank, which float on top of the asthenosphere. And our final one, number 15. When continental plates pull apart at a divergent boundary on land, a blank forms. When continental plates pull apart at a divergent boundary on land, a blank forms. All right, next 5 are true, false. Please type them into your Sentio as such. Number 16. If subduction occurs faster than oceanic crust can be created, an ocean will expand. True or false? If subduction occurs faster than oceanic crust can be created, an ocean will expand. True or false? Number 17. Oceanic crust near the mid-ocean ridge is younger than the oceanic crust further away from the ridge. True or false? Oceanic crust near the mid-ocean ridge is younger than oceanic crust further away from the ridge. Number 18. Alfred Wegener provided evidence from landforms, fossils, and climate in support of his theory of the shrinking Earth. Alfred Wegener provided evidence from the landforms, fossils, and climate in support of the theory of the shrinking Earth. Number 19, mid-ocean ridges form the longest mountain ranges on Earth. Mid-ocean ranges form the longest mountain ranges on Earth. And number 20, along a divergent boundary, two plates slide past each other, moving in opposite directions. Along a divergent boundary, two plates slide past each other, moving in opposite directions. Is that true or false? On the next section, we have a diagram, and you need to use this to answer the question. So your choices are A, convergent, B, divergent, C, subduction, D, transform, E, volcano, F, ridge, G, magma chamber, and H, trench. So number 121, what plate movement is found at A and B in the diagram? What plate movement is found at A and B in the diagram? Number 22, what plate movement is found at B and C? Number 23, what feature occurs at X in the diagram? Number 24, what feature occurs at Y in the diagram? Number 25, what plate movement occurs at Z in the diagram? And last one on this page, what feature occurs at W in the diagram? All right, our last section uses figures below, and you need to answer some questions. What image would best represent what the Earth looked like 200 million years ago, according to Alfred Wegener's hypothesis? What image would best represent what the Earth looked like 200 million years ago, according to Alfred Wegener's hypothesis? And your final question, what image best represents present today? Which image represents what the Earth looks like today? All right, when you have that completed, you can hit finished on your Sentio and have a great day.